The holidays are coming up. It is the biggest shopping season of the year. Everybody's going to be out buying something, whether you celebrate the holidays or not. 9 times out of 10, you're going to do some type of shopping between Black Friday and New Year's Eve. And so this is the hugest time for you to capitalize on people being willing to open their wallets to you. Last year, $707.5 billion were spent during the holidays. So that is huge, right? That's huge. And even if you just get a corner of that, you could completely change your business, change your life, change your family's life by positioning yourself to be able to reap. So that's why I'm doing this live every year. I try to come on and encourage business owners to plan, because the worst thing that you could do is enter the holiday season without a plan and you don't make any money. And that tends to happen quite probably more often than not with small business owners. They're just not prepared for the holidays, whether it's with the promotions or whether it's with the fulfillment of the promotion. So without further ado, I'm going to pull out my little handy dandy list here and go for it. So the first do is, and I alluded to it already, do have a plan. So you want to make sure that you have an end goal. You know what it is that you're looking to accomplish with the holidays, and not just like a revenue goal, which you need a revenue goal, but just, what do you want to put out there? Because again, this is a time when people are shopping, they're looking for different things. What types of impressions do you want to put out there? What type of clients do you want to start promoting to and reeling in that can trickle over into your 2020? So establish your end goal. It may be 1 or 2 goals. It may be more than one. Make sure your revenue or your sales goal is in there, but also just think outside of the box so that you can stay on track when you are doing your promotions. So not only that, you want to make sure that you figure out what you want to feature and that it actually speaks to your brand and it's something that people want. So figure out what you're going to promote. Figure out when you're going to promote it. When does it make sense to promote it? Do your numbers and all that, all the different calculations to make sure that you're not like cutting into your profit margins and doing stuff that just absolutely makes 0 sense. It's just like a promotion to get eyes on it, and then you don't walk away with, any benefit. So make sure that you do that. Okay. Number 2. You do want to build excitement over a period of time, right? You don't want to just pop out. None of us, I'm not Beyonce. Beyonce could drop something overnight and then boom, everybody goes and buys it. But you want to at least give people a little leeway, a little build up, a little promo into whatever it is that you want to drop. You want to give them a heads up, and communicate with them as much as possible. But I'm going to double back on that point a little later. So give me just a second. But yes, you want to build excitement over a period of time. You want to get people involved in what you're doing, give them a reason to share what you're doing and things like that, and just really get into it. It's the holiday season. People are like hype anyway. So build off that energy and use it to your advantage. All right. So number 3 is you do want to provide a call to action. So that goes back into what I just said about getting people involved. You want to make sure that you tell them, hey, share this, like this, comment on this, whatever, because again, this is probably the most that people are going to be engaging with different products and services online. So you want to use that to build your social media following too and build your pages. So make sure that you're giving people a clear and concise call to action in whatever you do. Tell them exactly what you want them to do. Sometimes we take that for granted that people should know what we want them to do. They don't always know what we want them to do. So make sure that you do that. Okay. All right. So number 4 is, this is your 4th do. You want to make sure that the promotion or the sale is not just about you, that it's about your customer. Make it make sense. Okay, don't just don't just throw something out there just because you can. Don't throw something that's extra cheap out there just because you can. I see a lot of that during the holidays. It's like the least common denominator, and you just throwing stuff out there just to say that you're giving away something or say that you're doing something, and it totally defeats the purpose and it makes your brand look terrible. So, if you have to, going back to getting your people involved, ask them what it is that they like. Do a little research, dig into your analytics and see what people are clicking on, what different products and different things like that people are clicking on, or look through your comments on social media and see what people have been asking about and build around that. Don't just do a promo to say you did a promo, but make it make sense for you and for your customer. All right, so the last do is to promote on all available channels. So don't just rely on your email, or don't just rely on social media and think that everybody is going to get the message. Make sure that you're promoting your stuff everywhere that you possibly can. Like, make a blitz out of it and just get out there, because people are not seeing you think that you posted something once and they saw it. That's absolutely not true. It takes people 12 to 15 times, if not more, to see something online from a brand, especially a brand that they don't necessarily know or recognize or isn't a household name. It takes a little bit of time to get that build going. So you want to make sure that you, post it as many times and as many places as you can. Go as many, use all your channels. But this is your first don't. Don't send everybody the same thing all the time. That's annoying, right? So we're already being bombarded with emails during the holiday season. You want to make sure that you segment your list, okay? So if you have to start doing that now, start doing that now. Using tags and different lists and whatever you can in your email service provider. Go through and make sure that you segment your list, because if somebody, if I go into Ulta and every time I go into Ulta, I'm buying perfume, and then I keep getting emails about nail polish, I'm going to start ignoring those emails after a while, or I'm not going to do anything. It's not going to get the return that Ulta is going to want. So think along those lines, dig into your numbers and your analytics and everything like that, and make sure that whatever you're doing, back to another point, make it make sense. That's probably like the key across all these do's and don'ts, is make it make sense. Okay. So another don't. I know it's October, the middle of October, and we're talking about holiday promotions, and we're talking about it because I want you to plan. I want you to be proactive. I want you to get your inventory in line and whatever else you need to do, your shipping, your boxes, whatever you need to do to get in order. However, don't start promoting too early. So you're not too late, okay? Don't start promoting too early. You don't want to be the first one out there talking about the holidays. Like, I absolutely hate going into JCPenney in September and they got Santa Claus up there. Like, I'm not, like, let me enjoy my fall first, okay? First of all. And then second of all, by the time the holidays roll around, 9 times out of 10, they've forgotten about your promotion anyway, and they've like tuned you out because it was irrelevant to them at, too early. So make sure that you don't jump out there too early. Sometimes people think, oh, the earlier the better. It's not. Don't do that. All right. So another don't is don't send too many emails. That, it kind of piggybacks off the first don't, but don't send too many emails, y'all. I just literally this week, shout out to Tiffany of Task It with Tiff. She left a point or a tip earlier this week. I think it was maybe Monday. And she was saying how to go in and unsubscribe from all those emails that you get that you just delete every day. That's what people are going to do. They're going to unsubscribe because you're getting on their nerves. Don't just email blast everybody all day. Like that's annoying. It's ridiculous. And it's going to get you nowhere but ignored. Okay? Your emails will not be open. So here's another don't. Don't make it too hard for people to do business with you or to do whatever it is that you want them to do, right? So if you're running a promotion or a contest or something like that, make it simple. People are hurried, they're busy, they want to spend time with their families, and quite honestly, whatever you got going on in your business, it's important to you, but it ain't that important to them. So make it easy, make it simple, simplify everything. If you have a product that you're promoting on, Facebook, send them directly to the product page. Don't have them clicking all around everywhere. They'll get tired and you won't get a sale. Make it simple. If you want somebody to, participate in some type of contest, don't give them a whole form to fill out. Just give them something easy to do. Just make it simple. All right. And my final don't is don't lose your brand trying to, find your voice during the holidays. You're trying to get out there, you're trying to be seen, get attention and all of that, and then you lose focus of what it is that you honestly do. So that would be like me. I do marketing consulting for small businesses, and then I'm doing a promotion for nail polish. Christmas nail polish. For what? Like, how does that make sense? What is that supposed to do for me in the long run? It's doing nothing but confusing people. They're like, why is she doing nail polish? That makes absolutely no sense. Don't just try to do something because it's trendy or because it's the holidays and, people will catch on to it. There's a time and a place to jump on trends, but just make it make sense. Make sure that you get creative, that you have a plan and a strategy. So with that being said, I want you to make sure that you schedule your strategy session with me. I am putting the link to do a brief consultation with me in the comments, and I'm also going to put it in the title of this video so that you can book it's just a quick 15-minute consultation. We'll figure out, what we need to do so that we can move forward and work together. I'll learn a little bit about your business, what your goals are, things like that. And then we'll get you on track to doing a full-on strategy session so that you can walk away with a recorded plan of execution, like a straight up roadmap. It's going to be super simple, but effective in order for you to capitalize and get your piece of the $700 billion or more that will be spent between Black Friday and the New Year. So if you have any questions, I ask you now to go ahead and comment. I see a couple people on here. Make sure that you leave your questions in the comments. I do answer them even after the live is over. The replay will remain up for some time. But I do want to make sure that you understand some do's and don'ts of holiday promotions. So with that being said, I'm going to cut out of here.